Man, is NXT so fucking boring or what, man? Hey, at least you're staying delivered. PLE is at least the best thing on the whole year for NXT, but you get the point, people. The regular television show is boring beyond belief, man, to say the least. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Mr. Lucas, April 29, 2025 edition of NXT Review. Keeping April 30th of 2025. And like I said, NXT, my god, man. Your PLEs are pretty fun for the most part, but once they're like their full-flower television shows, they are so fucking boring, man. Like, dude, it's insane. It is boring, the whole weekly shows for NXT for your regular television shows for NXT. It's so boring. I just can't get invested in it. Do I love reviewing the shows? Yes, I do, because I like doing extra content for like YouTube and everything else. All your audio platforms. But man, this show is boring. I gotta be honest, I love NXT. I love Shawn Michaels when he's been doing down at NXT, the women's division. The men's division is a different story. That is an all-time low, man. But I love NXT. I've always liked it as black and gold. I like it even now. I didn't even stand through the 2.0 era, and that was freaking dog shit. That was dog shit. Don't forget that shit. The NXT 2.0 era. Oh my god, man. Talk about ridiculously boring, man. Terrible television. And not that good characters at all. It's an already freaking voice cracker right in this podcast. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? I'm your host, always Lucas on. Lucas on Twitter and Instagram. Lucas on Facebook. No Limits to Lucas. And TikTok. No Limits to Lucas as well. We're getting into review, and by the way, Roxanne Perez took another fucking L last night. Pinfall loss last night. Granted, it's Iyo Sky, who's the reigning defending WWE Women's World Champion. Obviously a champion right now, Iyo Sky. You want her taking an L. From my perspective, the match is okay for what I expect a lot better from these four women. You got Iyo Sky in this match. You got Jordynne Grace in this match. You got Roxanne Perez in this match. You got Giulia in this match. Like, I think it'd be a big-time banger on paper. I thought it'd be actually a pretty fun match. But man, I was kind of honestly disappointed a little bit in this match. I was not like into it as much as I wanted to be. Could be a me thing, could be an NXT thing. It was another kind of outcome of Roxanne Perez taking another fucking pinfall loss. And it's stupid. I don't know what the fuck we're doing with Roxanne, but I don't fucking like it, man. She should be on the main roster permanently and not still in NXT ever. Again, at least for a very long time. We've seen Roxanne Perez on the main roster like now. I knocked on my desk. Like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? I'll be honest, I'm going to discuss one thing here before I get into the NXT review for introduction. I kind of like the Stacks and the Tony D'Angelo segment, what they got. It was like okay for what it was, but I didn't really care, so I'm not going to grade it too much on this. It's not really memorable. I don't really look at it, but still. This NXT show, man. Let's get into your introduction. Because Joe Hendry, the reigning defending TNA World Champion, you basically say his name and he appears. I am James Hendry. My name is Joe Hendry. Let's get the point, people. Joe Hendry starts the show. The reigning defending TNA World Champion. So he starts the show. And he calls out Trick Williams, but instead he gets the Dark State instead. And they attack Hendry to start the show. But I'll be honest, that was an okay segment. I like the fact that, honestly, they had the Dark State maybe more likely being Trick Williams as his leader now. And not, wait for, stand and deliver. Well, just go ahead and discuss that today. We're going to discuss that. Listen, Ricky Saints, the former Ricky Starks. He defeats Lexis King to retain the NXT North American Championship. We'll discuss that. Listen, Ruca had a pretty disappointing start, man, in her title run. Didn't like this match of Karmen Petrovic, in all honesty. She defeats Karmen Petrovic to retain the NXT Women's North American Championship. We're discussing that. Hank and Tank defeat the Josh Briggs and Yoshiki and Inamura to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. And also your main event, like I said, Iyo Sky, the reigning defending WWE Women's World Champion, and Jordynne Grace defeat Roxanne Perez and Giulia in the main event, like I said. And by the way, there's only one piece of freaking notes on my paper. There's only one full follow page of my notes here in your NXT review for April 29, 2025. One fucking page to prove how much your show is boring. I really want to discuss a little bit in-depth details of Stacks and Tony D'Angelo segment. It was just It was okay, but it's kind of forgettable, if I'm honest. I'm not going to discuss that in this podcast. We're on the rest of your show this week of your NXT review of April 29 and 2025. I got a dream, maybe it's always nice. This week, I must say AEW Dynamite. Let's just try again. Let's go on your this week's NXT review for April 29, 2025 on No Limits with Lucas. Starting with, you guessed it, we're starting Joe Hendry. He starts the show to reign defending TNA World Champion. Say his name and he appears. I am Joe Hendry. I forgot his fucking last thing he did in this theme song. Say his name and he appears. My name is Joe Hendry. I think that's how you say it. So I'm with Joe Hendry, though. He's TNA World Champion. He starts the show and he calls out Trick Williams, but instead he gets the Dark State and they attack Hendry to finish off the segment. Give it a B-. It was a solid open for what it was. I like they start with Joe Hendry after that rebellion, the TNA PPV rebellion this past weekend. Trick Williams attacked Joe Hendry after his match. I forgot he faced, honestly. I wasn't sure, honestly. I don't watch TNA perspective at all. But I obviously watch NXT, but this is obviously TNA NXT relationship. Obviously, a working relationship. You get the point, people. But Joe Hendry was attacked by Trick Williams. But at the end of the pay-per-view, I believe it was, the TNA World Champion end the show. You would think, right? You would think so, right? You never know, man. But Joe Hendry, who appears, and he say his name, and he appears. It's a coincidence there, right? But Joe Hendry gets attacked by Dark State members, and obviously, like maybe going right back to where I thought would be going on Stand Deliver. But Trick Williams being a leader of the Dark State, it still could be definitely be the case, right? But I'm back to find that, honestly. I would hope so. The Dark State look like too much still like Retribution 2.0. Just stating it like it is. This still looking like too much Retribution 2.0. They obviously look better with Honor Shawn Michaels than what the Retribution guys are with, like Mustafa Ali, T-Bar, Mace, and Reckoning. Oh, poor Medium. I love Medium to death. But those guys are booked a lot. The Dark State are booked a lot better under Shawn Michaels than the Retribution guys and girls were like with under Vince McMahon, obviously. But still. It still looks too much like Retribution. The look, the presence of Retribution, with the masks and all of them, with the bandanas. It's too much Retribution. Those 2.0, honestly. But let's get Trick Williams to be a leader, and that's a different story. Maybe not be like too much Retribution from now on. Because that's my perspective. You want to save these guys from looking a little too much like Retribution. You want to look like more like the Dark State, not compared to Retribution. Trick Williams is your leader for that faction, in all honesty. And Joe Hendry is starting the show. I like the fact that he attacked Hendry. Maybe Trick Williams put up like a spell, like a spell. But at least make like a plan, like attack Hendry and everything with all these guys and gals involved. I think it's running guys, we get the point. To attack Hendry, I actually like that fact. I like that. I hope the guy's the case. Because the Dark State could use like a leader like Trick Williams, an established guy in NXT, from a 2-time NXT World Champion. So you want him to be there. Who knows? Maybe these thrones open family and see Trick Williams a 3-time NXT World Champion. We ain't find out. But there's a Battle Royal next week, 25-man over top rope Battle Royal. It can't be 25 men. What is this? The Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal? What the fuck is this, Shawn Michaels? You can't come up with anything better coming number one contender for the NXT Championship in Over Femi? Well, I guess not, man. I guess not. This overall segment is over with a B-. Spent almost 3.5 minutes on that. Can you believe that? B- great to start the show. Joe Hendry getting attacked by the Dark State and as well. B- is your grade. Moving on, Ricky Starks, the former Ricky Starks. He defeats Lexis King to retain the NXT North American Championship. Another B-. I love Ricky Starks, though obviously I've loved his days in AEW as Ricky Starks. But dude, I just can't get invested in Lexis King. I don't know what it is, man. There's some of me I'm just not a fan of Lexis King. It's just the type of gimmick he possesses. This doesn't scream like TV for me, in all honesty. It doesn't scream like TV whatsoever for me. That's just my opinion, man. I have nothing against Lexis King since Brian Pillman Jr., obviously. I have nothing against him. Nothing against him whatsoever. This is my opinion, man. It's just something about it just doesn't click with me whatsoever. Doesn't click whatsoever freaking ever, man. But B- your grade, it was a solid match for what it was. I just didn't care. Didn't care whatsoever fucking ever, man. B- is your grade. You know what? I don't care. Like, seriously. NXT television show. Yeah, 5 things great. I trust me, I know. I didn't grade the Stacks and Tony D'Angelo segment. I get that. But only 5 things to grade on this show. It was so freaking boring. I can understand it was like a main roster theme card, like some solid matches and some solid segments. I get that. At least something like that, it's decent enough to talk about and great enough to grade and everything. That's different. When you have this type of show NXT produced last night, it's just not it. This doesn't click me whatsoever. I'm not highly generous to this overall show grade, by the way. I mean, nothing was really bad other than the next match we're getting into. But it's like boring. Like I said at the top of the show, like really regular NXT television shows have been fucking boring. It has been. It has been fucking boring for me, man. If it's not boring for you, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. It's just a regular television show for NXT, just freaking boring. Dude, yeah, like solid stuff, and I just love a lot of their talent on NXT. I get that. I love the quite a bit. And by the way, backstage segment, it just reminds me of something. It was Lexis King was in this match, and obviously Noam Dar was competing last week for an NXT Heroes Cup Championship. And he beat Lexis King for said championship or cup. And now the Meta Girls are broken up. I'm like, oh boy. That is not good, man. Not good for Jakara Jackson. I can trust Lash Legend a lot, like on a main roster and obviously in perspective. But maybe like a main roster like Megastar potentially. Lash Legend has a lot of that to her. But I'm just scared for Jakara Jackson. I think Jakara Jackson's very good at what she does for the most part. Does she need a lot of improvement? Yes, she does. But still, I think she's very good for what she is. But I feel like they're gonna do Jakara Jackson dirty without Lash Legend. I just feel like that big time. I don't know why. Hope they got him wrong, obviously. Hope she doesn't get caught with a bunch of cuts from TKO and whatever, man. I hope that I don't wish that for her whatsoever. But I'm just kind of scared for her because I don't like WWE sees a lot of Lash Legend wanting to do Jakara Jackson. But you get the point. So I mentioned it as well. But this Ricky Saints and Lexis King match is going to be a B-. Spend 4 minutes on that damn segment. Whatever, man. B- your grades between Ricky Saints and Lexis King for the NXT North American Championship with Ricky Saints obviously getting the win and retaining his championship. B- your grade. And on to the other North American Championship out on the female side of things. So Ruca, the only bad thing on this part. I don't love Soul Ruca. I love seeing her Soul Snatcher finisher. The more and more I see, I just love that damn finisher, man. A thing of fucking beauty. But Soul Ruca defeats Karmen Petrovic to retain the NXT Women's North American Championship. This is a freaking C, man. I hate saying this. I really love Soul Ruca. And I'm glad she's the NXT Women's North American Champion. I really do. I'm really proud for that. But this match, man. Short and not good at all. I like Soul Ruca quite a bit. I'm a big-time fan of hers. I'm glad she's a North American champion for the females. I actually love that. Karmen Petrovic can be a lot better in the ring, but it is what it is. This is an okay, not even good of a match, in all honesty. It's short and as well, and not good whatsoever. Big fat C. I hate saying it because I love Soul Ruca, man. I love that damn finisher that's just Soul Snatcher. Your soul is snatched, damn it. Bucket Hunter. No, didn't think so. Sorry. But this gets a freaking C. And I hate saying this. I love Soul Ruca, but then start for her first ever championship defense in North American Championship for the females. It's a C and very big time letdown there, Shawn Michaels. Gotta be quite honest. A big fat C. But shout out to Soul Ruca and that damn Soul Snatcher. It's a thing of fucking beauty, man. You can never ever kick out that Soul Snatcher, man. I don't care if you're Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair or some big tough woman. I don't care. Never in your damn life should you kick out a damn Soul Snatcher. You can get your foot on the rope, that's a different story. But this gets a C on a whole grade. Moving on, it's probably the best thing on the show. Hank and Tank, the NXT reigning defending NXT Tag Team Champions. They defeat Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. Best grade in the show, because no longer be like a bar burner of a classic whatsoever, but still. But this show is boring beyond belief. Not even this type of match for Yoshiki Inamura and Josh Briggs in his NXT Tag Team Championships against Hank and Tank. Actually, quite a lot of I like a lot of Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Inamura as a tag team. Been lucky ever since they had the match with Fraction at NXT Suspension Day for those set championships. When Fraction was the champions, obviously. I love that match pretty much. Again, over A-, man. That was a bang of a tag team match if I've seen any. Hank and Tank, I'm still not amidst a tag match. They had a phenomenal moment at Stand Liver, though. Phenomenal moment for those two guys, Hank and Tank. And they're not bad as a tag team. I'm not a fan of them on paper yet, but Fraxton definitely made more of a fan of them on Stand Liver than it was previous. But this was still a very fun match, though. A very fun match of Hank and Tank, and Josh Briggs and Yoshiki and Inamura. So I'll give it best great on the whole damn show. I had a freaking voice crack there. Oh my god, my voice just stopped speaking for a second, man. Unbelievable. I need some freaking water, you know, man. This is going to be between Josh Briggs and Yoshiki and Inamura, and Hank and Tank, the reigning defending NXT Tag Team Champions. They retained their titles last night in NXT. B is your grade. Moving on to your main events. Iyo Sky, the reigning defending WWE Women's World Champion. Oh my god, my voice is about to collapse, man. Iyo Sky, the reigning defending WWE Women's World Champion. Jordynne Grace defeated Roxanne Perez, who took another pinfall loss via Iyo Sky with moonsault. And defeat Roxanne Perez and Giulia in the main event. This gives a B-. It was a good match for what it was, but I was thinking a lot better, though, with these four ladies. I feel like they can put a lot better on the LSU. You can put a lot better on the. I'm gonna get the main event last night. But still, I think they can do a lot better. These four women who would probably arguably be one of the best wrestlers in the world for the females. You got Iyo, you got Jordynne Grace, you got Roxanne, you got Giulia. I mean, damn, this is a freaking phenomenal match on paper, right? It wasn't that thing getting anywhere close to a phenomenal grade last night. I'll tell you that right now. This gets a B-. B- is your grade. I just hope to God this is the one and done with Roxanne Perez and Giulia as a tag team. So if not, that's going to be a very disappointing match to me for Roxanne Perez. Even as a Giulia fan, I like Giulia quite a bit. But no planet Earth, you got to have Roxanne Perez and Giulia as a tag team. When last year, Giulia came into NXT and WWE in general, from her first appearance, she was targeting Roxanne Perez in the Women's Championship. Now, all of a sudden, they're both heels now, because Giulia turned heel against Stephanie Vaquer. And all of a sudden, Giulia's a heel, now Roxanne Perez and Giulia are buddy as a tag team. That makes no fucking sense, man. Like, what is the fucking point of having Roxanne Perez and Giulia as a fucking tag team? And Roxanne Perez taking another pinfall loss. Oh my god, man. When was the last time that woman got a win? When was the last time? I can't even fucking tell you. That's a fucking crime. On two shows, Raw and NXT. And SmackDown. She wrestled on SmackDown against Tiffany Stratton, right? I believe so. But, like, dude, what are we doing, Roxanne? Why are you doing her so dirty, taking L after L after L after L after L? Like, what are we fucking doing here, man? Call this woman up to the main roster permanently, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Or Triple H and Johnny, you get the fucking point. Oh my god, man. Like, I can't take any more fucking else for Roxanne Perez. It's getting ridiculous at this rate. B- is great. It was a good tag team match for what it was. Just the outcome sucked for me. I love Iyo Sky, with the best women's professional wrestler on the face of the planet Earth. I love Iyo. I like Jordynne Grace quite a bit. I love Roxanne. You especially know about Roxanne. And Giulia's very fun as well. But this gets a B-. B- is your grade for your main event. That's your overall show for NXT April 29th, 2025. Might be a lot bit generous for this grade. You can all grade a B-. That is your NXT review for April 29th of 2025. Thank y'all for watching. No Limits Lucas, April 29th, 2025 review for NXT. It's going to be April 30th of 2025. Can't believe tomorrow freaking starts the first day of May. That is fucking crazy. I hope to God get your flagship No Limits Lucas podcast episode number 7 out today. I got a little bit later this upload. Before 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard. It's past 4:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Syracuse, New York. By the way, this is comes with a 53 degree day. Like, why? This yesterday was 86. And now we're going 33 degrees lower a day fucking later. Unbelievable. Well, technically it's going to high 57. I didn't check the weather yet, but recently, but You get the point. 25, 28 degrees lower, 25, whatever. 33, whatever, man. You don't get the freaking point. This is very bizarre. This weather in Syracuse, New York, to say the fucking least, man. Thank y'all for watching the Anonymous Lucas, April 29, 2020 review for NXT, April 30th of 2025. I catch you hopefully today if I can get the Anonymous Lucas podcast episode number 7 upload today. Knock on wood. Love, not a big time night, man. Love doing that damn knocking on a damn desk. Thank y'all for watching the podcast. I'll be back later, hopefully, say Anonymous Lucas podcast episode number 7 for April 29th, 2025. Or April 30th, 2025. Until then, I'll review tomorrow for AEW Dynamite, April 30th, 2025 review. Until then, peace, love, everyone. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.